All right, so we have this jet over here. So notice we have this problem. It's also pretty similar. So we have a jet exerting a vertical thrust of T equals to the equation shown right there, 500 T to the 3/2 newtons, where T is in seconds. Determine the man's speed when T equals to 3 seconds. The total mass of the man and the jet suit is 100 kilograms. Neglect the loss of mass due to the fuel consumed during the lift, which begins from rest on the ground. So, right, good things to know. So once again, let's write it down. So the thrust is 500 T to the 3/2 newtons. The time here is 3 seconds. The mass of both the man and the jet is 100 kilograms. And of course, we're disregarding any change in mass as a result of the fuel exiting. And it starts from rest. All right, so pretty straightforward. And we're looking for V2. What is that velocity to once it moves? So drawing our free body diagram for the man and the jet, we can just, generalize a shape like this one. So what forces do we have? Well, we have the thrust going up. We have the weight going down. That's pretty much all the forces that we have here. But notice that this one is a variable because it's a function of time. So let's write down the equation. So we have mv1 plus, in this case, it will be all of it in the, this is only moving in the y direction, right? I don't need to break into components. Everything is just going in one direction. So I don't have to write x and y. So I'm just going to keep it general. So m equals v1 plus the integral, or the sum of the forces integrated, from T1 to T2. It's equals to mass times V2. So of course, we're still looking for V2. And we have to write things here. So this is equals to, because this one starts from rest, this term also goes away. So we have here then only the summation of forces. So this will be the integral from 0 to 3 seconds of our force, which is 500 T to the 3/2 dt, minus, right, that's the only force that we're integrating because that's the only force that's variable, minus, we have then the weight, which is 100 kilograms times 9.81 meters per second square, times the 3 seconds that it is doing that. So this is the summation of forces. And this is equals to the 100 kilograms times V2 that we are looking for. All right. So when you integrate this, this will be equals to 500 times T to the 5/2 divided by, or if I do the reciprocal, times 2/5, evaluated from 0 to 3, minus the weight times the time. That gives me about 2,943 right there, and this is equals to then 100 V2. So if you evaluate the equation right there, this is approximately 3,117.7. So rearranging and everything here, everything solved. I think that's the value. If not, you guys can double check, but just plug it in, solving for V2. We should get here that V2, it's equals to 1.75 meters per second. So that is the whole velocity using the principle of linear momentum and impulse. So once again, that is it for this video. This principle is very straightforward. It's nothing too complicated. I'll see you in the next ones with the conservation of linear momentum, just like we did with the conservation of energy. All right, until next one, good luck, guys.